Hello and welcome back to this SPSS one-on-one series with the word analytics. Today you're going to learn how to plot the different types of graphs in SPSS, from bar graphs, scatter plots, pie chart, histograms. So let's get started. In this episode, we are still going to use the dataset pre-installed with SPSS. To obtain the dataset, simply go to File, Open Data, look for the installation folder, which is under this PC, local disk C, look for program files, and IBM, open SPSS, statistics, and your version is here. Click on it, then look for a folder called samples, and then select the language. We are still using ADL dataset. Click on it, and then open. Here is our dataset with under the variable view, we have 14 variables, and data view, we have a total of 100 participants. Okay, now before you plot any graph in SPSS, ensure that the measure of your variables are correctly set. Go to your variable view and look at the measure of each variable and ensure that the correct measure is assigned. Here we are going to make a change. When you look at a variable called group, under the data, you can see that group is a categorical variable having treatment or a control. Whereas when you look at the variable view, this is incorrectly labeled as scale variable. When it comes to plotting, this one will be a problem, so we have to correctly define that this is not a scale variable, but instead a nominal variable. So we are set to start. For you to plot graphs, we are going to use the graph menu here. Simply go to the graph menu and click on Chart Builder. SPSS will prompt you to ensure that before you go for analysis, before you go for plotting, your measures are correctly set, what we've just done. So click OK. So the dialog box opens. On the top left part of your screen, you will see all the variables in your study. Then you will also see below here, we have the different tabs for gallery, basic elements, groups, and titles or footnotes. So under gallery is where we select the type of graph that we want to plot. You can see we have bar graphs, line graphs, area, pie charts, scatter plots, histograms, we have box plots. So to use a type of graph, simply click on it. I want to plot a bar graph. So to plot a bar graph, simply click on bar and then grab and release the type of graph you want to plot in the working space, which is like the preview of how the graph will be looking like. So they're asking you what should be on the y-axis, what should be on the x-axis. We just want to plot a simple bar graph for the treatment groups. So you will just grab the variable and release it in the x-axis. Then you will see automatically the y-axis option becomes a count, but you can also change it from here. It can be a percentage. Do you want a mean or any other? So for a simple bar graph, we just want to plot the variable against its frequency or the count, and then say OK. So in the output window, you can see the bar graph is here. You can modify this graph the way you want. Just double click on the graph and it will open the chart editor here. In this chart editor, still I can just double click on it to give the properties. In the chart size, I can see, I can change the fill and border for the bars. If you want to change the characteristics of the bars, just click on the bar and then these options will come. There are bar options here. You can adjust and then apply. You will see that at least they have become smaller. If you want if you want to reduce the size further, you can still reduce here, apply. If you want to change the color, you can just come to fill and border. Currently it is blue. You can choose the color you want. Maybe I want them to be red. I apply. Yeah, the border color will not be visible. This one is pertaining the borders. I don't want any borders. Then say OK. You can as well change for the other one. If I click on it, you'll see that there is a faint line on it showing it is being selected. Then you choose the color that you want it to be. Maybe I want it to be, I hope that's yellow. You apply. Same thing, say OK. So you will be having your graph edited. During your free time, try out the different ways of editing your graph so that you come up with a very nice graph. Once you're done with editing, simply close and the changes will have been made here. Next, we can look at another type of graph under Graph Chart Builder. Say OK. If you want to reset, just click on Reset. Go back to the defaults. I want to plot this type of graph here. I just grab release it there. I want to categorize by treatment group, but cluster by maybe diabetes mellitus. I put it in this box. If I click OK, yeah, you can see this is the kind of graph I'm getting. Within the editor, you can still edit this graph. There are several options here. You can change quite a number of things which you can do in your free time. So you've known how to have such a type of graph. I want to reset this. So next we want to maybe have a pie chart. A pie chart, just grab, release it there. Maybe I want to get treatment group. Each slice should be by treatment group. Here it is showing me by count. I want maybe to show by percentage the slices. Simply click OK, and in your output you have the pie chart here plotted. Still, if you double click, you can activate and you make changes to your pie chart. Close. You can also go to Chart Builder and plot. We can also have a scatter plot. Simply go to Graphs, Chart Builder, continue, and then select scatter plots. We just need a simple scatter, release it there, and then we want to see age versus hospital length of stay. We can also put a line of best fit overall for linear regression, and then click OK. Yeah, you see that there is some slight relationship. As age increases, the length of hospital stay also increases. By the way, there is this button here which says recall recently used dialogues. Instead of every time going to Graph, Chart Builder, you can just click on this button. You see that we've just created a chart builder. It is the last analysis we made, so click on it and then you will go straight to where you were. We want to reset this, and maybe this time we can look at a histogram. This histogram, we want to see a histogram of patient age. I just put it on x-axis. This is a histogram. You can as well add a normal curve to see how your data is behaving. Click OK. There you go. Clearly, this data seems not to be normally distributed. You can see some descriptives there. As usual, you can edit and make changes to this graph, which you can do in your free time. Next, we can look at another graph. You can plot a box plot. Just need a simple box plot here. A box plot of patient's age. And then we say OK. So here is the box plot. The middle line is the median. This is the 25th percentile, and the upper line of the box is the 75th percentile. These are the whiskers. What is important here, you can see there is a value which is being flagged as an outlier. If you go to record 52, if you go back to our data view and check on record data view, we check on record 52. 52 here, we see that the age is 99, quite slightly out of the expected range. And if you look at our histogram, you see that the 91 person is really isolated from the group, suggesting that this could be an outlier. So you have to go back to your data to confirm and double check whether this is the right entry. We can also look at other graphs. It can be a line graph to show patient age one at a time. So it can just be a line graph to see how patient age was distributed. From the output window, we can access this, all the menus in SPSS, but we can also access these menus through the data editor window. For as long as it is only one data set that has been opened, you can analyze from this data editor window, or you can create those graphs from this side, or you can as well get this from the output window. If we go to graphs, still we can access. So in this episode, we've looked at how to plot the different types of graphs in SPSS. You've learned how to plot a histogram, a bar chart, a pie chart, how to group the bar graphs. So in the next episode, we look at the chi-square test in SPSS. What are the assumptions, how to run it, and how to interpret the results of a chi-square test. Remember to like and subscribe to Audio Analytics so that you do not miss out any of our episodes. See you in the next video.